Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie and today I'm doing a non-fiction book haul. I have a few here, so we're going to jump straight into it. And we're going to start off with some ones that I had to buy for uni. So first up, I have Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass by Frederick Douglass. This is a very short little one and is the second to last book that I have to study. So you'll be hearing about this one in my May wrap up. I think that's right. And I'm very interested in this one. I had always kind of thought about it, but hadn't picked it up. So very excited to get to study it. And then I have these. So these are the Norton Anthologies of English Literature. I'm an art history major and I already have a honours degree in literature, but I'm taking a lit class this semester because I had to just have something to kind of like fit in because I'm only a part-timer, and we had to buy this one, which was the Romantic Period, for class, but it turned out to be cheaper to buy all three than to buy one, like $30 cheaper. So now I have all three and I actually think I will really like them. And this is just like literally an anthology of different authors, lots of poetry and whatnot from the Romantic period. So we are studying Mary Wollstonecraft this week. So yes, been reading that one. And then these two here are the Victorian Age and the 20th and 21st century. I think this one... So this one has things like The Wasteland and Mrs. Dalloway, and this one has things like Christmas Carol and The Importance of Being Earnest, which we are also studying and I don't own, so in a way kind of helps. And yeah, I think I will just kind of read through these here and there in the future because that is something that I'm interested in. Okay. So next section we have is some books about disability, and then I just have like random things. So into the disability section, I have a new release. This is The Shape of Sound by Fiona Murphy. This is a memoir about Fiona Murphy's experiences of being deaf. I think it's something that kind of happened later in her life. I'm not really sure. I don't really know anything, but I'm very excited. I've heard amazing things about this one and I'm deeply hoping that this one may make the Stella in 2022, so thought I'd jump on it now. And then these two are by the same author. I'm very excited about these. This is Staring How We Look, which is a book looking at staring. There's a pun for you. And particularly in terms of disability, but I believe also perhaps other intersections. I'm not sure on that one, so don't quote me on that. So I have that one. And then I have Freakery. Cultural Spectacles of the Extraordinary Body by Rosemary Garland Thompson, and this is a anthology of different people's things of circuses and freak shows and things like that. So Rosemary Garland Thompson is an author who kind of changed my life. I read her book Extraordinary Bodies in 2016 which then led me to kind of finally embracing the kind of disabled, let me put these down, the kind of disabled identity. I was born disabled, but I never kind of felt disabled enough to call myself that. And reading that book kind of helped me step into that identity and to be proud of it. I also live with a number of chronic illnesses and chronic pain, chronic fatigue, diabetes, mental health, all these things, and that book really changed the way that I thought about those things in regards to my own identity and I guess what's the word I'm looking for? My relationship, I guess, with society. So, yeah, really, really important book for me. And I had been looking for these two forever, and I'd never found them, and now I have them, and I'm so excited. I'm also very excited about this one because I really hate circuses, and I am ready to, like, feel some anger. Yes. Okay, random ones. Now this one, I can't remember if I have shown already. I mean, I've shown it in a video, but I don't know if I've hauled it. And that is Old Mistresses, Women, Art and Ideology by Rosika Parker and Griselda Pollock. I was reading a different art history book that basically said that this one was kind of like canon and that it was a very important text for feminist art history. So I was like, yes, I will have that one, and I still haven't read it. But that's okay, we'll get to it. Okay, now we're just going randomly. This is Ain't I a Woman by Sojourner Truth. I'm not sure if I said that right. This is one of those little great ideas by Penguin. I'd never read this. I don't really know why. I guess we didn't really cover this kind of stuff in school. We didn't talk about this kind of stuff being like American history, but also like African American history and also like women's history. So I now had a chance to read something like this in school, and then I just, I just saw this copy and I was like, hey, that's something that's been on my list for a little while of things that I'm like, oh, I should read that. And yeah, then I found it and I was like, cool, grabbing that. And somehow haven't read it yet because it's a tiny book, and that wouldn't make sense, Ellie. Why would you do that? Okay. We have this beautiful book. This is Carrington's Letters. Dora Carrington, Her Art, Her Loves, and Her Friendships, edited by Anne Chisholm. This is a stunning book. So it has this, I'm trying to be quiet. It has this beautiful underneath here that kind of matches the outside in terms of pattern. And then it also has these gorgeous end papers, which I believe are some of her artworks, but again, don't quote me on that. So I managed to get this one, I think it was $10 or so on sale on Readings, so very excited. She is an artist that I'm interested in learning about, but I don't know anything about really at the moment, so I'm gonna give it a go. Okay, and then we have Just Us by Claudia Rankine. This is a bunch of personal essays, a little bit of poetry. I've read this one already and it was incredible. The one thing I will say is that, so with this one, we have on the left, we have text, like the actual text of the essay, and then on the right we have like supporting evidence, so like excerpts from other people's work. very famous photo, but other personal photos as well. We have like photocopies of old documents and things like that, and I found those quite distracting, and like I really enjoy the way that Claudia Rankine does those, especially in Citizen, but I found it in here a little bit overwhelming at times. I loved the book, and I'll talk more about that later, but I think it's one that I'm going to have to go through a couple more times and read an essay here and there before I fully appreciate everything in here. And then the last two are two Aussies, so I thought I'd keep them together. Let's go this one first. This is Sex, Lies and Question Time by Kate Ellis. Why the successes and struggles of women in Australia's parliament matter to us all. There is a big thing going on at the moment with women in Australian Parliament and the way that they are treated, and things that have happened to particular women and things that happen to women in general. And you know, our PM is, yep. I will link some stuff about that below, because I don't know how much people in other countries are hearing about this stuff, and I think it is interesting and important stuff to talk about in an Australian context and across the world. So I don't know a whole lot, but I believe Kate Ellis used to be an MP, and this is her talking about her experiences, and I believe she interviews or talks about other women's experiences as well, including Julia Gillard, who is our first and only female Prime Minister. I read her book about women in leadership last month, and yeah, so I think this will be a really interesting read to kind of, I don't know, explore having read that one now. That's what I mean to say. And then finally, ending up, oh, my voice is going. I filmed a few videos today, so I think it's time to have a rest. But the last one I have here is Fathoms, The World in the Whale by Rebecca Giggs. I keep wanting to say Rebecca Gibbs, because I'm pretty sure that's a person. Anyway, this is a book about whales and stuff. This is part of the Stella Prize, which may or may not have been announced by now, I don't know. And yes, I'm reading this one soon, before this video is out, so I'm very excited for it, and I've heard really great things about it. And on that note, I'm going to go and rest my voice, because I have some telehealth appointments tomorrow, and I want to be able to speak to doctors. That is a good thing. So thank you all so much for watching. There are so many. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.